Hi there, it's Liz Yule from Old Stables Crafts again. Lesson number 1 for any budding YouTubers: make sure your memory card isn't about to run out. Having recorded a video, not necessarily what you wanted to, well, you thought you recorded a video. Anyway, what that means is I can show you the sample and then make another one, which isn't quite what I planned for this sort of impromptu get it while you still can series, but there we go. So, this is part of the impromptu get it while you can series, which means that all the items pretty much that I'm using are on the retirement list and discounted. So in this case, we've got the Cupcakes and Carousels Designer Series paper stack, or what's left of it. You know, this is one that I didn't think I was going to like, so I was fairly ambivalent about getting it. And for me, this is actually, I'm doing quite well to have got all this out of it. I'm going to miss it. So that was £9. It's now £6.30. And the matching cardstock pack, which is Calypso Coral, So Saffron and Very Vanilla, and that's the stamping Very Vanilla, because we're about to bring out the thick Very Vanilla. That is also available. That was £7.25 and is now going to be £5.80. And bear in mind that those are colours that are going to continue. So, hey, if you like those colours, jump on board. So that's those. And the stamp sets I'm using is the So In Love stamp set. This is the clear mount version, which means you use the clear blocks. It was £18 and is now £13.50. The wood mount, sorry, the wood block version was £25 and is now £21.25. So they're both discounted. And I'll come back to why I think this is a good set, even if you're not being lovey-dovey. So that's those. And then in the same suite as the So In Love, which is the Falling in Love suite, the papers have gone, but the embellishments, which are amazing, I mean, look at those. Those are just so pretty. These are still available as at Tuesday the 16th when I'm recording this. These were £6.25 and are now £5. And the ribbon that goes with the suite, which is the Very Vanilla 1/4 inch satin. I think that's right. Yep, 1/4 inch satin, and it's double-sided satin. This is reduced from £7.25 to £5.80. And Very Vanilla is, you know, in the next catalogue. So if you like Very Vanilla satin ribbon, I would jump on board and get that. So as I say, Tuesday the 16th of May, those are all still available. So why do I think this is good, even if you're not being lovey-dovey? Because I think they are generic florals. But apart from Happy Anniversary, So In Love, that's really it. We've got Congratulations, generic, A Day to Celebrate. Most days are a good day to celebrate. Enjoy whatever you want, Just For You and With You. I mean, you know. And what's particularly nice is you've got these two sort of leaf stamps, and one goes that way and one goes that way. So, you know, why not? So let's get making. The rhinestones are also retiring in their current format, but they are going to be back. So that's retiring as well, but don't think those are reduced. So what are we using? Bermuda Bay, A5, so A4 cut in half, scored down the middle. A piece of the Designer Series paper, and this is cut up my usual mat of 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and I quite like the starburst, or you know, the sunburst on that. This is So Saffron, which is the other thing that I was going to talk to you about, because where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, it's over there because I've just used it. The festive embossing folder is on the retirement list. Is it reduced? There's a question. I have a sneaking suspicion it is. Bear with me while I just find F on the retirement list. It is. So the Festive Textures Impressions Embossing folder, which is one of the 6x6 ones, is reduced from £7.75 to £4.65. So again, get it while you can. And it's, yes, okay, it went with the festive suite, the Fiesta suite, but it's just dots and dashes. So again, I don't think that's generic. I don't think that's specific. I think it's generic. So let's start by folding the card base, and I will then go through what I've got. So as I say, that's the now there's a thought. I was going to... Oh, it's got writing. It kind of needs to go that way up then, really, doesn't it? Right, so this is, as I say, So Saffron, and it is cut at 3.5 by 3. And this is Whisper White, which is cut at more or less 3 by 2.5. We'll call it 3 by 2.5. And I'm then going to bring in scrap for this. I am going to, with Bermuda Bay, and it would be if I'd grabbed it, with Bermuda Bay, I am going to stamp some background. So this is the floral from that So In Love stamp set. And I'm just going to do a bit of stamping with that. Pop that to one side for the moment, and then come in with some of our leaves. This stamp. And some going the other way. Ooh, let's try and ink that up better. And there is actually, I'm just going to clean that one off because I want the block again. Because there is a weeny little weeny teeny little stamp as well, which will nicely fill in some of the gaps. So that is the stamping for the Bermuda Bay. Then I've got a little slither of So Saffron, and this is one of the offcuts from when I do my mats. So it literally is just a slither. And for that, I'm bringing in Early Espresso, because that is the dark neutral in the paper pack. Oh, and I know what, I must talk about the colour. Obviously, colour. We're only talking about colour. So this says A Day to Celebrate. And what I'm going to try and do is, but you are in the way, is that. It's not perfect, but it will do for this. So, colour. I was going to talk to you about colour. So, the cupcakes and carousels, as you know, or if you don't, you should, on our papers, we list the colours, say we, Stampin' Up, list the colours that are in the paper pack. And here, it's got Very Vanilla. Now, normally, you don't have Very Vanilla and Whisper White, so you have one or the other. Well, here's the thing. So, this is Whisper White, and this is the background. I think that's white. Now, some of the papers, I grant you, are vanilla backgrounds. So, let's find... That is definitely a vanilla background. But this, I think you are probably better off with white. So I think it's actually a particularly good set for that very reason, because it means you can use Whisper White or Very Vanilla. Yay! Which is why the original, which I thought I had filmed, this one was on Whisper White. So, some snail. We're only sticking paper to card. You don't actually need the amount of snail that I've put on. Make sure your words are the right way up. They may not be legible, but it will be obvious if they are upside down. So that's that. Then anything that you emboss, my recommendation is that you either use dimensionals or liquid adhesive, so multi-purpose glue. And the reason for that is if you put a runner over your nicely embossed cardstock, you'll flatten your embossing. And also, if you use a wet adhesive, you've got more chance of actually picking up some of the raised area of the card so that it sticks to your paper. So on that theory, let's take, actually going to put it that way up, I think. Let's take our stamped piece and again glue, and you will see I'm not using a ton of glue. All that happens if you use a ton of glue is that you waste glue, and also you could end up with your card buckling. I mean, it's a good glue, so you'd have to use a lot of glue, but you really don't need to use a ton of the multi-purpose glue. It's a good glue, which is why we use it. So this, I think actually I'll just put there, rather than, or do I want it all the way up there? Decisions. I think I just want it there this time. Yeah. So that's not straight. Oh, it's probably straight enough for this. So flag the end. You could use your triple banner punch if you want, if you've got that. Otherwise, just use a pair of scissors. And some dimensional. And again, I'm just using the offcuts because they're just as good as the bits in the middle. They're made of the same stuff, so waste not, want not. And we'll pop that just, oops, just there. And then rhinestones, I say, they are going, but they're coming back, if you see what I mean. They're just coming back in a slightly different configuration. I'm going to put a rhinestone there and on there. The main difference is that they're not going to have those strips. But other than that, you can't live without rhinestones. So there you go. Hopefully, as I say, by the time you watch this video, everything that I have mentioned will still be available. 2 versions of the same card. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button, which is my face. I will have links to all the items in the associated blog post, which is below. There's also a link to my online store. If you would like one of the new catalogues and you are in the UK and intending to buy through me, then there is a form on my blog for signing up to that and requesting a copy. I'm doing it on an honour thing. I have to pay for the catalogues. So if you're not intending to buy through me, but you just want a free catalogue, I would ask that you do the honourable thing and not ask me to send you a free copy. I can't obviously police that, but, you know, we're all crafters. It would be nice to think that we all are honourable. But there is that option. Obviously, I would love it if you shopped with me. I will remind you of the hostess code for this month. Hang on one moment, because I've written it down very badly on a piece of incredibly bright card. So it's P9ZZCSE for Echo, F for Foxtrot. If you use that, then you get a share of the hostess rewards. I have been buying hostess rewards off the retirement list discounted items so that you get more for your money. So I've got some huge packages going to some of my ladies at the moment, with all sorts of stuff in them. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye!